What's the old saying? When's the best time to plant an olive tree? 100 years ago. The truth here is that the best time to start thinking of your deferred MBA application is long before you apply in your senior year, because understanding the application process is obviously critical. So as early as you can, possibly even as early as the beginning of your freshman year, you might just start to think about your deferred MBA. As a freshman, you can understand all the pieces you need to get in place. First, understand which schools even have deferred MBA programs. The number may grow, but as of now, among the top MBA programs, there's UCLA Anderson, Chicago Booth, Columbia Business School, UVA Darden, Duke Fuqua, Berkeley Haas, Harvard Business School, Cornell Johnson, MIT Sloan, NYU Stern, Wharton, Stanford GSB, and the Yale SOM. All of them have deferred MBA opportunities, and only Michigan Ross and Dartmouth Tuck, among top schools, do not. You'll need a standardized test score to apply, either the GMAT or the GRE. You won't have started studying as a freshman, but just understanding that there is a specific test and its demands is important. Similarly, it's important to start building that transcript now. The average MBA admit has a GPA of 3.6 or higher and is able to reveal quantitative aptitude through his or her grades and/or test scores. So don't take a semester off just to adjust to college. Start strong, keep those grades high, and take a quantitative class or two. As important, or possibly more important, because many people will have strong grades and test scores, so this is where you start to differentiate. Start to scout out leadership opportunities. They may not be available to you on day one, but a large part of your success is going to be your ability to showcase your volunteer leadership success, or student government success, or student athletics, or club memberships, or your dorm room entrepreneurial endeavor, or the list goes on. Talk to those in positions you want to be in. As a freshman, you'd be best off learning about how to position yourself to lead in the future. As a sophomore, you should certainly be keeping those grades strong, and you might be taking some time to understand which programs are best for you. Check out our free insider's guides, comb through websites, and speak to alumni of programs you think you're interested in. If you can, connect with alumni who are deferred admits. Really strive to learn which programs are ideal for you and critically evaluate whether the MBA experience is actually the right path, period. While sophomore internships are not mandatory, to the extent you can find an opportunity, go for it. But there are all sorts of other ways to develop your profile, through service trips, volunteer experiences, even simple old-fashioned hard work by the hour at a cafe or retailer. You need to show that you have a habit of work, a habit of leadership, and that should be coming into focus in your sophomore year and the summer following. For some, sophomore summer can be a great time to study for the GRE or GMAT. The test is good for 5 years, so there's no risk in being too early at this point. There's no risk of obsolescence. Then, as you keep your grades up through your junior year, you should now be really turning it on in the leadership category. Can you be a TA, conduct research for a professor? Is there a leadership position in a club that you've been involved with, or a community endeavor in which you've been engaged for a long time? Is there a meaningful study abroad opportunity to prep for, and can you find internships in those locales? Similarly, can you plan for your junior summer and get that internship that will hopefully lead to a full-time employment offer? Because programs will want to know that you're going to make the most of your deferred period. And if you did not take a test during your sophomore summer, then your junior summer is ideal, because it's all leading to that application at the end of your senior year. Going into your senior year, hopefully you have a test in hand. But if you don't, then get that moving. Hopefully you've been developing a professional profile and have an internship and a job offer, and hopefully you have clear leadership roles defined and that you're growing in these positions while possibly even growing in a new area. The goal is that by senior year, you're not willy-nilly pursuing a whole bunch of diverse experiences, but that you have a habit of leadership and have a strong sense of who you are, and it all implies a direction that you want to go. And you can look forward to your April application date and start to jot down some basic notes on your best stories. You can narrow your application list to the 4 to 6 you want to apply to max. Then by January, you should be brainstorming and ready to execute on the myriad of essays, often 3 per school. Completing your application is like taking on a demanding part-time job. You might need to find 10 hours per week in your schedule to execute. You'll need to identify your recommenders and approach them. You'll need to execute on short answers, the nebulous, little time-consuming questions within your application. You'll need to prepare for video interviews that can be part of the submission process, and Zoom interviews that hopefully come after the admissions committee reviews your file. Your final senior semester could be quite busy with an application process, but hopefully you succeed and have a path clearly laid out for you thereafter. Hopefully you have that offer in hand from an employer and from a B school, and you can start to determine where you want to matriculate, maybe 2, 3, 4, or in some cases 5 years later. If you commit yourself to preparing your profile now, you'll understand the demands and make the most of the application process, and you'll have incredible peace of mind as you take your first steps out into the post-college professional world. If you're thinking about a deferred MBA or plan to apply to a deferred program this year, sign up for a free consultation to talk to a member of our team about your options and how you can build your strongest possible application. And check out our next video with Donna Levinson, Assistant Dean of Admissions at MIT Sloan, to learn how Sloan evaluates deferred applicants.